Hey everyone, it's Molly. Today we're making a homemade pumpkin pie. I'm going to post a recipe for you down below in the video's description box so you'll have it. And with that, let's get started. Okay, so my oven is preheated to 425 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'm just mixing the sugar, salt, and spices together in this bowl. And I'm not using the pie shell recipe that the book calls for. I'm using my favorite pie shell recipe, and I'll leave a link to that recipe in the video's description box as well. So I'm just mixing those together, and then we'll add the rest of the ingredients. Okay, then we add the pumpkin, and I need to scoop out the rest of it, and we'll get that in there. In goes the rest of my pumpkin, and this is actually coming together pretty quick, so I'm pleasantly surprised. The recipe says to add 2 well-beaten eggs, so that's what I'm doing here. And I did have milk in here, but my camera didn't record me putting that in, so I added the milk to the pumpkin, and now I'm just beating the eggs in that container, and then I'm going to add those as well. So here's my bowl. You can see the milk's in there. I don't know why I didn't record that. And then you just mix this all together really well, and then you pour it into your unbaked pie shell, and then you bake it for 15 minutes at 425 degrees, and then you lower the heat to 350 degrees, and then you bake it for at least 35 minutes or until the custard is done. So you just will have to play it by ear and keep an eye on it. So I'm just making sure that all my spices are breaking up. They always separate into little clumps, and I'm just making sure everything's smooth. And then we'll pour this into the pie shell, and we will get that going. And then you want your pie shell to be cold. It did say that. Keep it cold. Okay, so set this aside, and here's my unbaked 9-inch pie shell. And I like to use metal pie tins because that way I can take them directly from the refrigerator or freezer and into the oven, and I don't have to worry about the pie tin breaking like it would if it was glass or ceramic. So that's just my tip. And it's very full, so I'm going to put this on a cookie sheet and put it into the oven. Okay, so into the oven it goes, and like I said earlier, this is at 425 degrees for 15 minutes, and then you reduce it to 350, and then you bake it for at least 35 minutes or until it's done. So I'll see how long this takes me, and I'll see you guys when it's done. Okay, so my pie took longer than 35 minutes to bake, so just keep in mind you might have to keep an eye on the time. And I did tint it with foil so that the crust wouldn't get too browned. But here I am pulling it out. The center jiggled just slightly when I shook it, and the knife kind of came out clean, so I think it's done. And it kind of turned into a mess on the edge, but that's okay. All right, so let's let this cool.
Oh, hey, Molly. Looks like you made another pie. What do we have here?
Dan,
I'm going to guess pumpkin.
It is pumpkin. It's from this book, The Good Housekeeping Cookbook. This is from 1955. They call this pilgrim pie or squash pie. So you could probably do this with another type of squash if you wanted, but we did pumpkin. So let's taste this thing and see how it turned out.
Can I dig in?
You can dig in. Usually people use a knife to cut, but that's okay.
You're lucky I didn't use my bare hands.
I know, that is actually very true. Oh, it held up the shave. All right. Dig in, Dan.
First bite. Let's check this out. It's pretty good. Tastes like pumpkin pie.
Yeah? How is it compared to my usual pumpkin pie recipe, which I'll link to above, the other one I use?
This one tastes like it has more cinnamon in it, maybe?
Oh, yeah? I think maybe it does, actually. Now that I think about it, I think it probably does have more cinnamon in it. So, yeah, good? A winner?
Yeah, it's good.
So Thanksgiving's coming up, and here's a good pumpkin pie recipe for you if you want to try and make it yourself. And I will leave a link, like I said earlier, to my favorite pie crust recipe. It's butter and shortening, and it just tastes really good. And I make it in a food processor, so it's nice and easy. Anyways, I hope to see you guys in the next video. Have a good night, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.